Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV, and we are casting the ESEA Clanwar. If you're just tuning in, it is now 4K.Dream. This is the first series, so, well, it doesn't, well, every series does matter, but hey, if Check6 were to lose this game, they could still come back with the other ones. Who is the ace on Dream? Who is the ace on Check6? I don't really know too much about either team. Only 4 Kings from its Warcraft 3 days, and I found that out about, I don't know, 30 minutes before the cast at most, so we'll see. It is on Daybreak. I haven't casted this map too much, and it doesn't look like we'll have any type of fast expansion coming out of Dream. We'll see his 3-gate expand build most likely, or maybe a 2-gate expand. He could go for a 1-gate expand, but that would be a little bit risky. And one thing odd about this map, I've seen a lot of players just go for like Command Center first or Nexus first on this map, despite it being a 2-player map. That's just one of those oddities, but it is pretty big, or it appears to be, since players do like playing those macro styles. We could possibly see a 1-gate expand, but I'm leaning more towards like a 2 or 3-gate. Dream is up 1-0 in this series, so just wants to play it safe. If he was going to be cheesing, well, he wouldn't be placing the pylon in his base. He could do a 2-gate rush, but again, if he was cheesing, he wouldn't put the pylon in his base. Places gateway right here, leaves a hole. You can see the probe was checking for that, so he's going to place his cybernetics core right here. The wall off is going to be right here, and that will be pretty nice. Spawning pool is up. You can see that Mkengyn went for a gas and a pool, so he is going to be going for, looks like a speedling opener, it looks like. And again, the probe just goes down here, just goes on patrol, just waiting along. And we'll see exactly what these players do. Again, the first gateway is just about finished. The gas finishing up. He has another pylon. Everything is standard over in both of these players' bases. And here we go. The cybernetics core gonna be placed right here. It looks like, yes, it does. And I hope this is a wall. It's always tough to tell if it's a wall or not while a building is morphing in. The Overlord is gonna come out to scout. Second gas is going up, so it does look like it is going to be a 3 or 2-gate expand. We do have the Queen just now being produced. Speed is on the way. The drones have gone out of gas, and I think that probe did see. And now he's going to do a pylon block. We have 4 lings and a drone. That can out DPS the building. And he's got to cancel it. He does get it canceled just in the nick of time. Slows down the hatch by a few seconds. I don't know if that's worth 25 minerals or not. But hey, it's annoying, so might as well do it. I guess that is what Dream's thought is. And this one probe does sneak. And oh my god, he is going to come back in. Going to see that hatch is being built. Doesn't have a forge or anything, so he's not going to do anything too cute. He's going to see, yep, you have the hatch here. And that would have been one of the funniest cannon rushes I have ever seen if he snuck behind the middle line and built cannons. And that does look like it is walled off right here. It is kind of boosting that warp gate research. Doesn't have any more gateways, but he doesn't have much money. Those lings walk up the ramp and go right back down. And he has only 3 lings there, so I think the Zealot can handle them. If you have 4 lings, you can take out the Zealot with relative ease if you do a lot of microing. But the Stalker does come out, and now the Stalker reigns supreme. He is faster than those lings. Could pick off one, but now the lings have speed, and they are going to be getting away. This one probe does get spotted by the Overlord, and looks like those lings are going to go straight to it. One ling already found it and is going to be chasing it. Now the probe's days are numbered. And with Mkengyn still not getting gas, so he is going to be droning up pretty hard. And 2 more gates, so there goes the 3-gate expand. The probe is going to be going down, building a pylon, then most likely the Nexus. Oh, maybe he's going to take out the supply depot, then build the Nexus. We'll see. Warpgate research is now finished. These 3 will be going to Warpgates very shortly. Evo chamber is being built, so it looks like Mkengyn will be doing a ling build. He's going to get +1 melee upgrades, and that makes those lings pretty deadly. But it always gets beat pretty much by a +1 timing attack from Protoss, because Zealots with +1 attack can 2-shot lings instead of 3-shot lings. So that's the one thing you have to watch out for when you build nothing but lings. Get a few Zealots with Sentry so your lings can't get around the Zealots. The Zealots take your lings out in 2 shots. Well, you can't really micro back fast enough. Well, it's not even that worth it. So, one thing you definitely have to watch out for when you go for any type of ling-centric play is early +1 timing attacks. We do have a Spore Caller being built. And more spine crawlers. So something that Mkengyn saw scared him. I guess he saw the 4 gates, and he sees the expansion, so that may be a little bit of an overreaction, wasting 3 extra drones for a spore call and 2 spines when he does not need it. Each worker is, I believe, 40 minerals per minute if you're not oversaturated, so that is going to be 120 minerals for 1 minute, and 2 minutes is 240, and that does add up, not to mention the 150 it costs to sacrifice your drones to build those structures, and then the cost on top of that. If Dream does not move out, well, this will all be for waste, and that does send him back about 30 seconds in any build he tries to do at least. 2 Lings going to be coming in, and 1 gets taken out almost immediately. Sees that sentry count, sees the forge, and this is what he needed to see, but he already was building roaches, so he should be just fine. And he's going for missile upgrades, and that is very interesting since I normally stop seeing this upgrade against ZVP when the Roach Hydra Corruptor started getting phased out. Because Ling Infestors are just so good. But the one Phoenix will be coming in, going to be seeing the composition, or at least the start of the composition. And he'll see that there's not many roaches, which means there's going to be more workers than he has. 52 drones to 37 probes. The hallucinated Phoenix do get taken out, but he does get to see, okay, you don't have that many units by your base, and both your mineral lines were fully saturated. Sees the layer. I don't know if he saw that infestation pit. I don't think he did. I think it started right after this Phoenix left. And yes, that infestation pit still has been unscouted. And this is why I'm starting to question the +1 missile attacks. I guess his infested Terrans will be stronger. Roaches are a very good unit in the mid and early game. It's just late game they start tapering off. Because you can't really have that many for them being 2 supply. When you have so many roaches with like 3 or 4 range, I think it's 4 now. Yeah, 4 range. They just don't really get all in action to do attacks and kind of just line up for their death. Especially with force fields if the Protoss goes for like this 3-gate expansion, builds a lot of sentries, then stops and doesn't do anything with them. As you can see, all the sentries near 200 energy. So that means they each throw down 4 force fields. And with 7 there, that's going to be a lot of force fields. 28 to be exact. Another gateway is being added on. Another 2 gateways being added on from Dream. So he's going really heavy. Actually, 3 gateways, because I forgot the one down there with this robo facility. Finally, he is getting blink, and that's just enough room for Stalkers to squeeze through. And it looks like Dream may be putting on some pressure now. He has to do it soon. He's letting the Zerg now take the 3rd base, and he is just droning up. You go to this Army tab, you can see, well, I guess it's about even now. He wasn't putting Army for the longest time. And those Lings do get sent to their doom. There are a few roaches out. Will these roaches be enough? I highly doubt it, but they are going to be going off to try to stop the 3rd base because all the 4s went down there for some reason. So he is just checking. Okay, no 4th base. He is going to burrow a roach there. And I think he wanted to burrow a Ling, but the Ling's got taken out. So he improvises with a roach. Observer going to come out so he can see the surroundings before he engages. That's going to be very, very helpful. If he sees just pure roach, he'll be like, okay, good. I can just get some good force fields off. And we got Infestor Roaches. And I haven't seen this too much, so we'll see exactly how strong Infestor Roach is. And Spineclaw is relocating to this 3rd base. And Pylon going to be coming down while he just picks off all of these creep tumors. Where's the Observer? There it is. And looks like the Phoenix is going to lead the way, the hallucinated Phoenix, and the Observer is going to stay with the Army. And there goes a lot of the creep spread from Mkengyn. And here we go, the engagement's about to happen. The force field's going to be placed, and will they be enough? The force fields actually come late, or not at all. They are finally there. Go through those Stalkers. They can blink back now, as you do see them, and they just have such a good concave on these roaches. Blinking each Stalker back individually. Very nice micro coming out from Mkengyn. Now blinking on top of those infestors. And you can see that the Stalker's just demolishing this roach infestor. Those lings would have been so nice to have early on, but he's building a lot more roaches. He is really relying on them to be the brute force of his army. But as you see, those force fields plus blink just made those roaches do almost no damage. More blinks coming across. The fungrowths do go down, which prevents them from blinking for some time. But he's still getting some great blinks off, picking off roaches without really taking too much loss. Another fungrowth goes off on those Stalkers. But the blinks just keep on happening. The Protoss player, though, is at 90 supply, while the Zerg is at 122. But that is a lot of drones he has. That's 17 more food tied up in the drones. The upgrades 2-0 versus... click on a roach. 2-0, so the upgrades are even. Those Stalkers, though, being blinked back. The Spine Crawler does go down. Overlord's now in the line of fire. This one base could be falling. Infestor is burrowing. Stalkers again just blinking back by the groups. Now drones being put off the line. More Stalkers are coming in here. And two Infestors sneaking on the other side. And I'm kind of curious what they're going to be doing. They do pop and almost get picked off immediately. And looks like these Stalkers are going to be finally handled by all these roaches. More lings are on the way, but more Stalkers do come in. And this blink is just being so useful against these roaches. I think if he whooped in a few sentries with these Stalkers, it would be even better. But he is doing a great job with this blink, being so cost-effective. Going in this loss tab, you can see he is losing less than his opponent. So if he keeps this up, he will pull in the lead. 95 supply versus 77. Protoss is staying around the 70 supply mark while the Zerg is falling ever so slowly. A good phone growth does go off. And the Stalkers again just blinking back slowly. More Stalkers coming in here. He even has a Zealot in there because I don't know why he has a Zealot, but he decided to get one. It would be a good idea. And now a good blink back. He is going to retreat where he has more reinforcements. And this blink is just being so useful. And one thing that Mkengyn's not doing, which would have won him the game, I believe, is burrow his roaches a little bit more when they get close to death. So it's kind of like your blink, just keep burrowing back. And keeping them alive because the Observer did get killed by a fungal growth. But it looks like these Infestors get the infested Terrans, and that may be enough. Looks like this push is going to be finally stopped, or maybe not. Every time I say that, it does keep on going. Some more blinks. Zealots being morphed in because I guess he wants Zealots. And if he had an Observer to pick off these two Infestors, that would help him greatly. And more action going about, and whoa. That was a little bit odd. Observer does come. Those Infestors do get picked off finally. And it looks like those Stalkers may be enough. The food count now 66 to 98. It's looking like the Zerg is finally getting enough to stop this. The Stalkers are blinking back. There's another pylon back here. This one pylon is going to be taken out. The Infestor could go down. Does burrow. There's another Infestor, gets a fungal growth off. And the Stalkers are going to be retreating. And Mkengyn looks like he did stop that. That was non-stop action for the longest time. And he is going on the offensive now, and that may be a little bit of a mistake. He's going to have much lower reinforcements, burning his units, regain that HP. Very good call. And Immortal is coming out. That Immortal will be able to destroy roaches. Do we have neuroparasite research? No, we don't. And here we go. We have Mkengyn now on the aggressive, and he could get some great phone growths if right here before this wall went down. That would stop the Zealots from leaving the base, but looks like he is just going to be containing his opponent. The worker count 50 probes to 53 drones. I think if enough Immortals do make the way out, Dream will be able to hold this off, but with just one, I don't know. A force field does go down, but a great phone growth goes off on a lot of those units. The Immortal sitting in the back. Infested Terrans do come to take out that Immortal, but the Roach is going to take it out before the Infested Terrans even complete. And it's looking very bad for Dream. It looks like Mkengyn will be taking this game. Fungirth goes off on those Stalkers. More Infestitans do go off in the back. And looks like this Roach Infestor was just barely enough to hold that push and come out with a win. There goes the GGBO3. Yes, it is. So we'll be going into the next game.